Right, good morning everybody. I think this picture is a bit shoddy. I think I might have to clean the lens. Yeah, that'd do, wouldn't it? Right, this morning, I've got to go and pick Mr. Scott up. We're going B&Q to get some paint and some other bits and pieces to paint the shutters. We're only just undercoating them, and then going up the yard to the speedway. The guy's coming down on Sunday, coming from Scotland. So, but I've got to pick Scotty up at 9 o'clock, and we might do a little. He might talk to you. All right, so I'll see you later. And then 10 o'clock I've got to go and pick Andy up. Oh, the screen's all right. It's just me. My glasses. I can't see close up with my glasses on because they're for distance. So anyway, I'll bring you all back in a minute, guys. Well guys, we're up the yard to the speedway, just getting it in my car. They're wrecking the place already, so I'll turn you around.
Right, we'll get on this now.
I'll put your tools in the boot.
Yeah.
No, you've got to pull them up, lift them up and let them go. They're all there. Down there, put them.
Yeah.
That's my bag, that's your two there.
Yeah.
And I think there's one on the seat. You just got the drill out, ain't you?
Yeah.
There's a manager. Won't be the manager long. You won't be the.
I want mine Tom Ellis's, but it's too high.
It's too high, yeah. You need to raise. You need.
Right, we'll do these belly boxes first. Yeah, go on.
I was going to say you need to put a floor on it or something, wouldn't you, to bring it up?
Going that far, that's fucking money.
Well, like Michael DeBay's old one, it's already done, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just got to have a new floor.
And you're the wood man, so.
Yeah.
At the back of the truck. Oh, a load of stuff behind it. Andy's gone a long way.
Right.
Trace, yeah, I've seen Trace.
What are we looking at with this?
Can we move this up? Move it to this?
Or move it over there?
That's what it means.
What, you got to spray that the back, have you?
No. Well, we are. I just want to see what it covers like.
It's all rags in that, isn't it? What an idiot. Not you. Cable tie snapped.
Transfer the goes in.
I don't want to go with the truck lock paintbrush and that big ladder, we could just give it a bit of a rub down. I've got me disc here. Just run it up and down and just give it a bit of undercoat, innit? Because we got white undercoat or a tin of Amorite. Right, what I've got to do is see if I can put 2 of these on. If not, I've got to cut a bar to go on the inside. And it will. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you need a bar, don't you?
Hey? No, you'll go there.
Oh, we?
You'll go there with the lockdown going through.
Oh, you're putting it downwards into the
Down,
floor?
One across.
Yeah?
Yeah. Right. Packing in there. Right. Do this and I'll tell you all about me sad life.
Who's the mate hand?
Well,
I got Manjaro again tomorrow.
You got what?
Manjaro again tomorrow.
Look at you.
What do you mean? Tomorrow?
Fiction.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Yeah. To lose the weight, I've got to have that again tomorrow. If I have it today, then I'll end up shitting everywhere.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
up,
that's
gun?
what everybody who tells me, that's what's happening.
You can't go fucking nowhere.
No.
No, nothing happens.
Yeah, I thought that would go
Yeah,
back
so did
out,
I, man, I
sit
got
there
it.
and go,
Yeah. I got a Tommy gun coming as well.
never touch it.
Battery's going.
Hey Scott,
Right?
you know the front of the pay box?
Yeah.
You want me to put that green thing right over?
Yeah.
I'll sort that out when he's doing that.
Oh. And then that one. Got too much weight on in the last month. All the worry and the stress. Have you got wet now?
Yeah, I just touched it.
You watch me do it.
Yeah, I know. I sat there and watched you do it, and then I went and touched it. I know. Where's he gone? Oh, yeah.
Oldie worldy, see?
Yeah.
That'll drill through there. That'll save a lot of messing around. Right, the big packet should have. Not that fan.
No, it's a BMW. Black one.
Big drill for that. Look at the drill. One easier than I thought.
Oh, it looks like Andy's putting the green cloth on the front. Cover the gates up. Oh well, clean all this up tomorrow, if the art goes tomorrow. That green one there is not supposed to be on there. Andy.
What's this for good then?
Aye, no, I'm on about that other green, this see-through green one.
No, I'm going to put it here, mate.
Yeah, I'm not saying you've got to, I'm just saying it don't belong there.
Scotty wants me to cover.
Right, that green one don't go on the truck, it's the two red ones. So, yeah, but it won't fit. Well, I'm just saying. See, because when we got the ride here, right, it was the two red ones on there, because the green ones don't fit. Yeah, because if you look at the red one that's in there, you'll see that it just slides on the top and ties. I was saying to Andy, that green cloth he's putting on the front don't fit.
As long as it covers it.
Yeah, because it was two red ones on there, wasn't it?
So that's right, look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just covered the top it has.
Yeah. Right, we'll have to walk around now because of this idiot.
Oh yeah.
Shouldn't be here. Right, let's get around the corner. We're going to do an update then. No, right. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're selling the Ark. I am gutted, but I've got a 6-month ban, so it's got to sit here for another 6 months. It's not fair to the Ark. I had somebody ring me up, but I've told them where to go. They want to turn it into a waltzer. They didn't want the bikes, all a load of shit. So he ain't having it. That's a dead set from Gloucester. Just totally wanted to beg it. But with me ban, it's totally. I knew I would have it hard, but not this hard. And it's my own fault. I'm looking after. You know, points is mine. I'm looking after a mate of mine as well, so there's not a lot I can do about it. So that's where we are. I think I've sold it. I've got a man, Mr. Taylor's coming down tomorrow. He's coming through the day, so he'll come in and have a good look at everything. But everything's good. New axles. New to us, second-hand arcade axles. So that ain't nothing like an arcade, is it?
No.
The weight. So it's been a long time coming with a video. I'm sick as fuck. There's nothing I do about it. We just got to keep going on. If he don't sell it, then if he don't buy it, then I've got another man who wants it. He's second in the queue, but you know, what do you do? I'll most probably just carry on for 6 months then. It's only cosmetic. We got the rest down there to do over the next today and tomorrow. I'll try and get all that done. But I just want to get all this ready now for this man to come and look at it. I'm just securing the belly boxes for the packing. As you do. Steps is still up, they're all looking nice. That's a side cloth, Anne. That's a side cloth.
Try to move it, but it's on the steps.
Yeah, no, just leave it for him. Because if he says yes, he'll have it. I said, well, we won't paint this. He can paint, he can gloss it to his colour.
Yeah, that's right,
I wanted him to see them built up, what the ride looks like now to what it do, because that's where the value is. So you know as much as us now. But it's been tough. I could have done, no, I'll get it right. I've been banned for 6 months. It should have been 12 months and a real big fine. But I explained all my circumstances. I've lost 2 drivers, we've laid them off, sacked them, they've gone. I'm now relying on a different driver to drop me around and take me up the line, still doing the haulage. But I got one what wants to do 85 miles an hour for 7 hours and unload for 10 minutes and 7 hours back. But it's, you know, they like to stop. Well, I'm my own boss and I never stopped. And I'm indoors with the wife a lot.
Yeah, you need to get out.
Yeah, I need to do something. So we're just doing everything we can now. If he comes tomorrow and has it, then we are looking at another ride, or I am. I don't know what to get, but I've got my eye on something. But I might defeat the object by buying something else. This man wants this. He got a couple of rides. He looks after them. I've looked into him. This ride's going to a good home, and that's the important piece. I've told him that I will get someone to take this on the road, put it on a low loader to take it up, because he wants to have a month to do it up himself.
Yeah.
He got the yard, he got the places. Troy Taylor he's called. He sounds a nice man, but we'll find out tomorrow when he comes. That's all I can tell you about that. But I've been going to the gym and I started putting weight on, and I thought, well, this ain't no good. I'm going to the gym to lose weight, but it's the muscles.
Yeah.
Anyway, but now the muscles are up, but I am now putting weight on. Doing my guild meetings. I am opening the fair at Wells, which I enjoy that anyway. I'll be talking to him tonight. So that's, my head's gone a bit. That's all I can tell you. I thought with the court, I know I keep on. At one point they said, well, you know, we could send you to prison. And I said, well, how long for? And she said, what, you prepared to go to prison? I said, well, I keep my licence, yes. She said, but if you get a 6 month ban, or we send you to prison for 6 months. I said, don't be daft. I said, but there is one good thing. If you give me a small sentence, I can sit in and watch telly. Because they give you a telly. Computer's no good to me because I'm no good on computers. I won't miss the phone, but I'll come out with nothing. Oh no, you'll have lots of points. Okay, so I told her me hardship of what's happening. So I said, I've been to prison before and it wasn't too bad. She said, pardon? I said, well, listen, I said, I went there for 3 months and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Away from the wife, no nagging, no going on. I said, and I had a lot of experiences in the prison with fighting, with scousers and getting the screws at it and doing a few things to them without them knowing. And the funny thing about it is, I don't know if I told you before, I used to go to jail for driving whilst disqualified. I was a young lad then, 17, 18, but I drove on for the fairground and I learned to drive. They chuck you in a lorry then. They don't do it now, this was then, in the 70s and 80s. And I was a model prisoner. I got on with all the screws. I wasn't a grass. I just got on with them because it was yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir. Anyway, I got on with them, and there was 2 in particular. One of them might be still there now. His dad was a governor at the time. He was called Babyface from Exeter. And there was another one called Ryder with scars all over his face, but he was an okay screw. And he used to be the Queen's Guard before he come out the Army or Marines, and was a looked after the Queen. Anyway, he had a few scars, and you didn't mess about with him. As long as you were alright with him, he was good with you. Well, the day I left, when I got to the gate, Babyface and Ryder come over, got me old. Listen, don't keep coming in here for driving. No, if you come back, we're going to beat you up. I went, oh no, come on boys, we're alright. No, here's 50 quid. Take your test. And we're giving you that, we're paying it each out of our own money. You're a good lad, take your test. If you fail, you fail. But keep that bit of paper on you if you're coming back here. So anyway, that was on the Tuesday. I got out on the Tuesday. On the Thursday, I got a cancellation, went and took me driving test, and I passed. Very good. And then I went back about 2 weeks later to the jail, sat outside 6 in the morning because I knew they were coming in, and I went and given them their 50 quid back and shown them my driving licence. Then they were so happy, and I haven't been back there since. And Ryder was a good bloke because we used to have fiddles. I used to work in the bathhouse, and we used to give the kitchen boys good clothes because we give out the clothes, and the ones we didn't like got shirts with no buttons on, and you give them 2 pairs of underpants, but anybody I didn't like, they'd all be ripped ones. So was doing that for about 2 weeks. Anyway, down Ryder comes, and the kitchen boys bought all the farm boys steak sandwiches, and I mean inch thick steak, well cut, with a little jug with a gravy. So when the boys from the farm come in, they would bring the potatoes in, a bag of potatoes for the kitchen boys, and they would do jacket potatoes, because the potatoes what was brought in for them, for the prisoners, was shit potatoes. They won't eat them. So we was having deals with each other, a bit of barting. Anyway, this Ryder come in, he said, who's been cooking down here? He said, I can smell bacon, or something's going on. I'll go in. He said, I'll turn the place over, no, tell me. He said, I'm going to say nothing. He said, because I want a sandwich. I said, all right. I said, that's mine. I've got the tray out, got the foil off. I said, that's my steak. That's the boys. I said, that one's Eddie's because he wants a bigger one, and he was from Plymouth, Eddie Merck. He said, that's all right. He said, give me that sandwich. He said, oh, here, they're coming back now. So he sat down now with a big steak sandwich, and he's pouring gravy over it. Now he's sat down to it. My mate comes in, my mates, off the farm. They're looking at him. I said, that's all right. Give us a bag of spuds. So they give us a bag of spuds. I said, nice clean gear there, 12 lots of clean stuff. So I said, Eddie, there ain't one for you. Why not? I said, because Ryder got it. He said, yeah, Eddie. He said, look, I got your steak sandwich. Yeah. So we had a bite out, but this is a screw. So we had a bite out of it. He said, no, we are, Ed, you're a good boy. And he said, I can't believe it. He said, all the years I've been here, this has never happened. He said, this is all down to you. I said, you got to look after the boys because they look after you. Is there anything you need? I said, if you come down half an hour earlier, I could do a bacon sandwich and a bit of toast because I've now got the grill, you know, the little cooker with the 2 rings, or 1 ring and the toaster. Well, I used to do the old toasty for the screws in down, because we was below ground in the bathhouse. And when we got this cooker, the screw was called Bladen, and he was all right. I saved his life. I think I did. I'll put this down because I'm getting carried away about prison life. The boys would come down now and again eating their sandwiches. So he said, look at this. He said, I'm going to stop this. I said, no, don't worry about it. It's kitchen boys. They look after us. That's where your tea bags come from. And your milk every day. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you bought it in. You get it specially. Yeah, I'll please. So anyway, I said, I'll get us a sandwich for tomorrow. See the kitchen boys. These Allah things, what all the Allah lots having, what you're cooking on the landing from. So I could do with one of them little cookers. We got a plug there. All right, he said, tomorrow you will have a toaster and a little thing. Do you want the frying pan? Yeah, I want the frying pan. Little bit of fat or butter every day. Bring down the bacon and I'll make sure you got nice towels. Spot on, Scotty, you're the boy for us. Anyway, next day, He brings down the washing, takes the cooker out. I got the shell, got it in there. Screw comes in. I shut the cell door because it's like a cellar office. When all them went, well, he said, I can smell bacon. Oh yeah, I started doing it here. What are you doing? He said, I'll get sacked. I said, this has been here for 20 years. What are you worried about? Bit of bacon? Oh my God, no. He said, I'll get done. I said, I can guarantee you this has been here for 20 years. Okay, all right, let's have the sandwich. I'll think about it. Anyway, we had sandwiches and all that lot, toast, and then every 2 hours, get the bacon on, or get the toast on. I'll bring down some marmalade. Marmalade? I said, I got a big tub of it. Don't worry about that. And marmalade, jam, everything. Oh, this screw blade, and loved it. And I know, while I was down there, in the thing, you're like this, you're in here, you close the behind, little office there. The screw always sits in the office because he leaves it to me. I was a bit of a boy then. And on this counter, I had a big cast iron pole going up. So anyway, I'm there giving out clothes, and they had 12 packies come in for selling cannabis. There was a big group of them, or they were drug dealers. And they got 8 years apiece. So I had the deal that they would come down, give me half ounce of baccy, because that was your gold dust then, and I would give them all nice shirts for visits. Every week all their women come on a bus. Anyway, gives me the baccy, throws it in the old bin. I had the shirts already, but what I didn't know, somebody had pinched one and put one with no buttons on it. I thought they were all good because I was genuine in there, because I used to do a lot of fiddling in there. So anyway, we're there, and he's gone, oi you, look what you fucking give me, look. I went, that's all right, I'll change it. But he had like a credit card. It must have been a phone card at the time. I can't think how he had it. Might have been their ID. But he had sanded it down like a blade. And he tried to go like that. Well, as soon as he come like that, I've gone, wallop, and I've hit him, and he's hit the cast iron pole, and he's gone on the floor. The screws jumped up quick, and because I hit him, I knew he was going to tell the screw, and I could be on a charge. Anyway, two of the others, he's run up now, and I've got the screw, pushed him back in. I said, ring the bell, and I've locked him in the room, so he can't get out, and they can't get to him, because they're going to do me. But I was jumping about. I was like a fucking pongo stick. Yeah, come on then, who's having it first? Anyway, he's done the bell, all the screws he's come, they're all sat there like this. The other one's on the floor. His eye has come out 2 inches, his bone and all that, where he's hit this pole, has come right out. And the other side, he just got a bit of bruising. So the screws come down. Right, Scotty, what's wrong? What's wrong? Where's Mr. Blaine? I said, he's in there. I pushed him in and locked the door because they was going to get him. They all got up to get him. Right, then there was all coming down, took them away, took this other one away. Anyway, now, the next day, we're in front of the governor. But Bladen, the screw, come and see me. Right, he said, I can't say that I was locked in that room. I said, I've already told them. They've made statements that I pushed you back in to block them getting you. I said, and I shut the door. You wanted to get out to protect me, but I was trying to make sure you was all right. All right. I'll have to redo it all anyway. Redone his thing, gone in there, and we're in front of the governor. So he knows I'm Jack the lad. So anyway, he goes in. This packy, they're shipping him out that day, all of them. They're going to Dartmoor. So we're there, and you've got to give your name, number, 2 screws this way, looking this way. So I'm there. Right, what do I call you then? Scotty or Mr. Greytrix? I said, you can call me anything you want, governor. Yeah, okay, Kevin. I said, yeah, that's all right. Listen, I said, you know, I've done nothing wrong. I said, that man there had a blade made up, and he come to slash me across the face, and then the others got up to get Mr. Bladen. What? I said, yeah, I had to push him in. I said, but luckily we got a counter, so they couldn't get in that quick. They could only get over the counter. I said, I pushed him in, grabbed the door, he's trying to get out, and me and Mr. Bladen's fighting with the door because he wants to protect me, but I've got to make sure he's alright because I don't want to be like this. Right, he said. I haven't read the report. So this SO with a 2-pip, yes, he said that's correct what he's saying. He said Mr. Bladen tried to get him in there and he wanted to get him in. Right, and he's looking at this bloke. His eye is all like, not mangled up, but it is cut, bloodshot, all nasty, like red and purple and all that. So I said, yeah, I said, you know, all this bird they're doing. So I said, you know, I shouldn't even be here. I said, because when he come towards me, I said, I cracked him one and he's hit the post and down he goes, but the others got up. I said, that was the frightening bit. So this pack is going, oh no, oh no. I said, yes, that's what happened. Anyway, then I had to go out, go and sit in the cell, and Bladen went in and said exactly the same. So they gets me back in. So the governor goes, when was the last time you seen Mr. Bladen? I said, don't know. I said, he's been on duty. I said, I do ask to make sure he's all right. I said, even though he never got hurt. I said, I think he's been off on sick. So he calls him in. He said, you've been on sick? Yeah, I've only been back 2 days. Right. Have you seen this prisoner? No, he said, no. He said, I haven't been near anybody. I didn't know till today or yesterday, that I was going in. So the governor finds me not guilty. And he recommended me for pushing him back in the cell. So that was one of them. And another one, I got shipped to Dartmoor. But before I did, I was doing all right. I was a cleaner, me and Pippi Evangelisti, he's a Gap lad, for years. Anyway, I'm helping him. You got a stainless steel thing. So at 6 o'clock, you go around with a tea urn, and the screw will unlock all the cells. And you go along, give him tea or coffee. Bump. And they would have a pint mug. Anyway, I said to my mate Pip, you do the teas, I'll do the coffee. He said, no, you do that landing and I'll do this landing. They'll open them all up. They won't come out the cell because they'll get nicked. All right, he said, you do the coffee, come around here, do the coffee, and I'll do the tea. We'll end up in the middle. Like, I'll do one where you do the other. Okay, anyway, while we're talking, Screw comes, Ogan. Want a lover of him because he used to be a bit of a bully. And he used to have his cap like that. So every time I see him, good morning, sir! And he didn't like it, but he couldn't do nothing. He knew I was taking a piss. Anyway, he said, Pippi, he said, we've had a lot of chicken stolen out the kitchen at night. He said, we're not in the kitchens. He said, what you got in there then? He said, chicken and chips. Open the lid. Well, he's took the lid and it's tea. Put it back. He said, what have you got in there? I said, fish and chips in this one. So I've opened it, not knowing anything, right? Coffee. Put it down. So what we do, we put 2 buckets in the cell, we just take one each. Going around, anyway, no one wants coffee, they fucking hated it. Everyone had thought bromite was in it to stop you getting an hard on. Anyway, done all that. Went back to the cell. Pippi's going, oh, okay, when you get in your cell, like, here, tracing paper. I said, what the fuck's that? He said, chicken and chips. If you open the other bucket, I'll be fucked. He had the kitchen boys doing him chicken and chips, a whole chicken cut in half. So I had half, he had half. And they never knew to that day. Because we used to get trays of quiche Lorraine, you know what they used to cut, and I used to give it to the boys and the ones who had fuck all for their midnight fucking feast, but they would enjoy it. And the worst one I had, Screw come to me, he said, Scott, he said, I don't want to put this on you, he said, but I think you'll only be the one who can sort it and get to him. I went, oh, fuck me, what's happened? He said, we got a 43 inmate, a nonce, a baddie, been here second time, rapes kids. And that's what he's done. He's been to court, but he won't get off the landing. He won't go on the 43s for protection. He said, and I want him off my landing. Look, you'll have to give me a couple of days. Yeah, he said, there's backy in it for you. Don't worry about giving me nothing. Anyway, tells my mate Pippi. I said, that bloke over there, look, he's a nonce. Yeah, they're all saying that. I said, he's a baddie, but he can fight, and that's why they're all afraid of going. They've got to go mob-handed. I said, I've got to get him. I said, I'll make up a shank to give it to him. I said, I'll just give it him in the throat. Run in your cell when they're getting paid. Well, I've got the big broom on it with the big bristles. A yard broom. Biggest fucking broom you can buy. Tuesday, I sees them down there, but fuck it, he's having this. So I'm sweeping the hallway. Up they start coming, going along. And then when he gets to the top of the landing, I'm there. And I'll give it to him right on the nose. But what happened was, blood never come out, like snot come out, like shit, congealed blood. I don't know how but I had spots of it all over me. So I runs down the landing with the broom. There's a big commotion. There's a screw down the bottom, there's a screw at the top on the 3 landings. So I've got in the pimpy cell, so we need to get rid of this broom. Right, break it up. So I broke it up in the head. We were hitting it to get it through the fucking window, excuse my French. Anyway, got rid of that. He's saying, look at the blood on you. He had gungarees. Put these over you. Well, what I'd done as well when I hit him, he fell down and he had his shopping, tins of fruit and biscuits and that. So I picked that up, went to the end of the landing. It's a big circle. And all the screws he's running up now. I'm a red band, you know, I'm a trustee. He's gone, what are you doing here? I said, well, I've got me shopping, we just finished. He said, right, quick, get over there. He said, there's something going on at the end of the landing. I said, oh, I don't know. I said, I've been here. Anyway, gets across, sees me other mate, Sean Burnside, a well-known boy in Plymouth. Said, look, you have to look after that. I've done a nonce, we'll share it all, we'll have a feast tonight. Anyways, we're in there. Nothing gets said. But there is a bit of rumours going around it was me. And this fucking Welsh boy, who I know, I didn't know, I know him now, I didn't know him then. There was a new lady screw there. He said, here he is, look. He said, he's the one who done the nonce. I said, I never done no nonce. Who the fuck are you cunt? Do you go fucking grassing me up, trying to get me in trouble because you're trying to shag her or have a play with her? So then she fucked off. Anyway, she reported me that it was me. So I had to go down the block. And the screw said, fuck me, I don't know how this has come back. I said, that Welsh cunt. I said, but my mates are going to get him because I've told the cleaner of the block who it was, who's grassed me and what he's done, and my mates now are going to get him, knowing he'll be shipped out and he'll have an hard time at Dartmoor. So, goes down the block. The ministry police come. Hello, Kevin. Nothing to say? Nothing to say. Was you there? Nothing to say. I didn't have a chance. So he put like, nothing to telling me, nothing to say, nothing to say. So that's the way I went. And I had to go in front of the governor. So he's going. I said, nothing to do with me, and the screws made statements that I wasn't there. And my mate Pippi and another screw said I was down the bathhouse, come up, went to the landing before all this had happened. So the governor said, oh yeah. He said, there's nothing I can do because all the officers what's coming here have stuck up here. He said, and that's natural because he was a wrong un. I said, I don't know what you're on about. He said, listen, I know you done it. Whatever. You can have your cell back. We've kept it empty for you. I was down there for 12 days. Anyway, goes back up. Everyone's cheering. Scotty, get on, son, get on. That's the way. Anyway, the CID was showing me pictures of this nonce. A real beast he was. His head was blew up like a balloon. And you could see 2 lines for eyes. You couldn't see his nose apart from a tube going in it, and you could see a little line where his mouth was because his head swelled that much. It was massive, and he was in the bed. And the CID was saying, you've helped his cause because if he appeals and he's like this or he can't appeal, you know. I said, listen, he's going in the hospital. I know where he's going. I said, nothing to do with me. So anyway, the governor, yeah, go back to your cell. There's nothing I can do. I can't prove it. I said, look, governor, I've not done nothing. Don't say, oh, I know you've done it. You don't have to say no more. Up the landing I goes. 5:30 in the morning. I could hear a few screws running around. I thought, this is unusual. I gets my cellmate up. I said, something's going on. Someone's being turned over. Our door opened. He said, this was Babyface, me mate the Screw. He said, listen, he said, I've swapped my thing for you. You've got to go to Dartmoor, the fucking governor. But I've rung Dartmoor to tell them who you are and you're coming. Okay. I'm not going. I said, shut the door, go down and tell the governor I refuse to come out the cell. He said, I can't. He said, just pop your head out here. So I popped my head out, down the bottom, there's a doctor with a tray with the injections, 3 of them, for anybody who says they're not going, because it's a shipping day to take people to Dartmoor. Oh, fucking hell. So anyway, I said, give me 5 minutes. I got changed. Went down reception, Babyface coming out, look, I'm really sorry the way this has been done. The reception's group, fuck me, I'll be sorry to see you go. He said, you know, it's a shame, it's wrong. I said, governor's the governor. So they brought these boys in who we'd never seen before, and they handcuffed me to another nonce. And I travelled with him. Oh, I would have chucked him and me out the coach window. We would have gone. I would have done him with me, because no way would I have a sex offender. But they knew that. It was a joke for them. So, gets to Dartmoor, undoes us. They calls out 3 or 4 names. They lot went. And then there was another Irish boy in there, and he made a gun out of a cake of soap. Black. Painted it black. But somebody grasped him, and what he'd done, he rolled it up so you couldn't see it was a gun. But he was a part of the IRA. He was like fucking alright. He was a good old boy. I never had no dealings, but I know he was okay. And so we're sat in this little room. He goes out, and I can hear, well, they're hitting him and kicking him, the screws, the army screws. I thought, fuck you, no, I'm next. So I got up and stood in the corner. He says, are you Scotty? I went, yeah. He said, what's the matter? I said, nothing. Well, what have you heard? Nothing. Not heard anything, not seen nothing. He said, well, come on, then keep your gear on. He said, you won't have to get changed. I've got all your stuff here. He said, we can't let you go with Backy in there, but you can go in with it. You're one of the boys. All right. He said, you're going up the top landing. He said, your neighbour knows you. I said, oh, who's that? Ernie Rackham. I said, oh, I know Ernie from Plymouth. Yeah, no problem. And that's what I've done. They shipped me to Dartmoor, and I was next to Ernie Rackham. And then after 6 months, 3 months, I was there. And then I went to, they shipped me out then because I was having fights with stupid Scousers. So they thought they run the place. So then I got shipped out to Channings Wood. And I was in Channings Wood. They said, you got to go in the mailbag in the sewing machines. I said, am I fuck? You got to. I said, not a fucking hope. Anyway, goes down there. They'll nick you. They'll take 30 days. They'll put 30 days on your sentence. So mate was telling me, he said, what you want to do is go there, cut your finger. He said, and say you couldn't see the needle and all that lot. Yeah, no problem. So, me like a prat, I'm doing the sewing, I whip my finger across, let the needle hit it, and then scream and all. Oh, fuck me, the needle's gone right in, snapped off. I can't move my finger because the bottom half's come out and it's stuck in the machine. And I go, presses the button. I said, look at this, like. He said, when you're watching the needle, watch the needle, I can't even fucking see it. Oh, he said, you gotta go. Anyway, so I was 3 or 4 weeks up in the dormitories, what they had then. And it was all single cells, and I was there. And then they had the man come for the glasses, right? So I'm now having a test, and he's saying, put your hand up there, read that, yeah, okay. So I'm trying to read one different to the other. So he's now making up glasses. So one has the glasses on, I forgot which one it was I was saying was fucked. So I said the other off, he said, hang on, he said, I might have put these lenses in wrong. So I realised then, so no, they ordered glasses, but by then I was on my way out. I only had they didn't tell me at Dartmoor that my date I was going out on, my parole date. So I got a job on the sewerage farm, and with a man called Jim Crockett, and I was doing all the cleaning, doing all the water separating, all that. Good job it was, really. I learnt a bit there. And I thought, I've had enough. All my mates are getting out, I'm stuck here. So I rung my mate Pippi up because you could use the phones then, you had a phone card. I said, right, tomorrow morning, sewage farm, come and get me, I'm leaving. What time do you want me there? I said, I don't know, I'll get here for 7:30. I said, but he checks me about 8 o'clock and then he might go or he'll go off. So I've got 2 hours. Okay, that's what we'll do then. All right, anyway. Goes back to me cell, in the morning, gets all my gear on, and you got to give your name in the corridor. All right, sir, Grey Trex, cell 4. Anyway, goes down. He said, the governor wants to see you. Yeah, what's that for? Well, you haven't tried your clothes on. Tried me clothes on? What the fuck's that for? So anyway, he said, you're out. Like, say, on the Thursday or the Friday, you're out for home. Something they never told me. Went down and seen the governor. When you go down and see the governor, you get your own cup, you take your cup down, you walk down to it, so that where the governor's office is. You sit outside, the reception boy will come out and give you a cup of tea. You walk in there with a cup of tea. So I had a file thing with me about the sewage farm because I was going down there. Got me a cup of tea, I walks in, puts me thing on the side, he went, who are you, Lord Rothschild? I said, no, I'm in charge of the sewerage, governor. That's me paperwork I've got to fill out. He said, well, you ain't tried your clothes on. You can't go work today, you've got to do it. You're out, like, say, the next day or the next 2 days. It was a thing they missed. Oh, okay. He said, you don't seem happy. Oh, yeah. I said, I'm happy. I said, well, give it the big one, do you? I said, when, you know, other prisoners and all that lot. Anyway, I had to rush to the phone, hoping that my mate would ring the fucking, answer the phone. And luckily his missus did. Tell him not to bother tomorrow. I said, the day after, I'll be out. Come and pick me up. I'm definitely being released. And that's what I done. I got out. I never went fucking, and then I went to Exeter one more time, and I never went back in. Oh, loads of tricks we done, loads. This SO, we used to pick on the week. So I thought, I'm going to piss you off in a minute. Anyway, one day I helped the cleaners on A2, where the office was, and he had a leather chair, bit of an high back. So I nicked it, put it in my cell, took my chair, all the way back and put it where his was, and then I put a blanket over the chair. They searched the prison everywhere, and I used to be alright with a screw because he always used to ask me about horses. What do you think of this horse? I would say, well, I don't know nothing. I pick like work today if I had work today, you know, something daft. If I liked red and there was a red and it said Mr. Red's racing, I would be picking Mr. Red. So that's how we went. I'm trying to think of his name because he used to come out and he used to go, he'd sit in my cell and he'd do his horses. And if I picked one, he would say the next day there'd be a Mars bar in there. So that's what I'd done. So he had he loved it. So one day I said, this screw's coming. He said about 3 weeks ago I had my chair nicked. He said, and we can't find it. Don't know. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll look for it. He says, ounce of back if you get it back. He said, because we're mystified, we've looked in every cell. But you haven't looked in mine. So anyway, they, God, what was his fucking called? He was a Japanese prisoner
40
of war.
minutes he's been yapping.
Yeah, that's good. They'll love these stories. Don't moan. I'm like Lucky Brian. So anyway, this screw come in. I said, oh, you'll have to sit down. Why? I said, I found his chair, the SO's. Oh, where was it? I said, you're sitting on it. What? I said, you've been sitting on it for about 3 days, but I found it. I said, he approached me and asked me, so I found it. I said, but he's told me like ounce of backy and I don't believe him. Okay. Well, where's your chair? I said, in his office. So anyway, he said, right, get it owed. He said, come on, we'll go and see him. Anyway, he goes down, he's not on duty. So I walks in, gets my chair out, puts his chair there. He said, I'll get your backy. Anyway, the screw come open me cell, a big ginger cunt he was, 6.5 foot tall. Oh, he said, thank you. He said, where was it? I said, I can't tell you that, you know that. I said, I had to nick it off the person who nicked it off you. I said, then we've sorted it. Yeah, he said, here, he said, there's your baggie. He said, and there's the Mars bar for you. I said, oh, thank you. So that was his chair. And they couldn't work out where it was. But they never looked, they looked in my cell, there was a blanket on it. They're looking for a brown leather chair. All right, Jason, I know you wanted to, but that's more important than me telling my story, because I've been thinking about this and I've had lots of time on myself where I am fucking...
You got lots of time now.
Oh, God, it's doing me. Absolute fucking killing me.
No, I'm just thinking I might have to go in there and charge my battery up in a minute and put another one in.
I might have one. Oh, and have we got any strips of that dye bond? I think I've cleaned it up because I wanted to put it up there. I got a rust patch on the back of this truck, and that dye bond, the long piece, like 4 inches width by as long as we can. Yeah. Right. Do this one first. Any good?
I've got 2 big pieces here.
Yeah.
All the others is on a weird shape, so that's not going to work.
No.
So it means that you have to cut one piece out of this and stick it on.
Yeah. Say, I'm fucking brilliant at this bodging. I don't care what you say.
I haven't said a word. It looks alright, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's not bodging.
Yeah.
What's that?
You have to break the cable ties off it first.
Hang on, we'll see what you got first. We ain't got to cut them, have we? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's no good.
It's only
No,
because
yeah.
it's over there.
You can't, innit?
I don't mind.
Isn't it magnetised?
No.
Says you're getting up, but you got
Need
up.
another 2 screws.
Number 2.
That's alright, it's tight. That's all we want. That's alright, look.
Alright, Bodger?
Yeah.
I thought it was the
Yeah, that's what I had that one for it. But I was looking at that and it's too wide. It's a little bit up there.
So we got this cut to cut.
Yeah, but try and cut that.
But you can actually.
Oh. Right. Right. Stay there, Jake.
Stay there, he's having a wee.
You know that bucket by the pay box? The other side of the pay box, there's a bucket underneath it.
Yeah, that's different, but anyway. I'm getting to a bit anyway.
What's in that one?
Well, it goes clips. That's it, you put eye-pins, isn't it? Eye-pins.
R clips?
Eye-clips, that's it.
Yeah, that's for the roof. Yeah, you put them up there, that's it, yeah. He got an hole in as well, so I'm gonna have to get some tins. That there will fold up so it's clean. That's the tilt, we'll have to check, make sure that's good. The tilt. But I'll get around there. No, leave it there, that's alright. Just let the water off or fold it. See how it's gone a bit brittle? Brand new cloth now. Yeah. That's alright. That's what was on here anyway.
Yeah, that goes over here, doesn't it? Dry out, won't it?
Right.
Got no choice, is it?
I'll get down there a minute.
What's he lost? Wow, there you go, guys. I just got to change the battery over and charge my other battery up. Oh shit, oh, it's in there. So, what I'm going to do is going to charge my battery up.
Yeah.
Change my battery over because I bought a battery charger that fits in the car, you know, or in my power bank. I'll put that there like that. Blue light comes on. Right guys, I'm just going to swap the battery over. I think I'll be alright for a minute, won't I? Right, if I take the battery with me, unplug that. God, he's left me bloody car door open. Cheers mate, Scotty, you know. I'll take the battery with me. Yeah. When I get home I'll buy a brand new one. But let's get up there and watch I think I might need a course. Well, you only got one fucking leg that works.
I think it's that there, it's fucking on that cloth. That cloth there, look, the other side, look, the wheel. What, you any good? Do you want to go up there with me? What you got to do, you measure it like that. Put your thumb there to that bottom of that guttering, because it'll sit in that. twisted it in to the just down a little bit. Right, that's it.
It's fucking rusted the fucking.
Right.
Look, it's right here.
Yeah, I want to cover that. There, look.
Oh yeah, on the tailgate. On the tailgate over there.
Oh, you put it on the top. Oh yeah.
Yeah, lay it down and cut him.
So if I do
There.
like that, right?
To there, because that's a
get-
straight edge.
Yeah. Like that. And you do it on that one, can you?
Right, that's straight.
Yeah.
Keep your finger on it.
And you go back here. Go back here. It
Oh,
was straight.
You've lost the mark there now.
Yeah, then, 'cause
And I've
it's
lost the mark here now. There it is. So if I do that to there.
Mark's there, look.
Yeah,
Mark's there.
yeah, and that's a straight edge, right?
And the mark is there.
Yeah,
And there.
that's it. That'll do it. Go down a bit, let go. Yeah. Right. Got a little mark on here somewhere, don't we? There he is. Pretty spot on anyway. Around there. Just go up a bit, and because according to that, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough. Right. Then we'll just measure down that way, so when we've got it here, no, I've got to go and cut it now. Just hold one end for me, up here.
Do you want me to take this for you?
No,
Well, yeah, you need the grinder to cut it.
we're cutting it on the bench.
Oh, right, okay.
We've got to put it up there, we'll be all over the place.
Oh, yeah, I know that. In there, don't you?
Put him right over. Sorry.
Oh!
Well, all we passed. Yeah, well, too much. Put it back.
Yeah, go, won't he? Yeah, there.
No, let me just do this bit. You driving that in?
No, somebody else.
That's it, man.
Wait, is this bit you want?
I know, just put it over there, mate.
Oh, you took that?
Yeah, that's what we need.
Yeah.
Get there, wouldn't it?
Hey?
Get there, wouldn't it?
Got no choice. I don't think we're going to do it, but I've got a blade there.
Any smaller than that, can you?
No, I'll have to get my other cutter. Good. My customer will be happy with that.
So, wouldn't it? This is such a day, isn't it?
Oh, it needs to be cut down a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah. You need to cut down another fucking inch by looking at that. Yeah, when we've unscrewed it, put that up and screw it onto this. Is it?
Eh?
Cold, is it?
Well, bloke's coming down tomorrow, look at it. He's driving down from Scotland.
Fuck that. Must be desperate for fucking answer to drive another car that comes.
And the bloke who's looking at it's called Taylor.
Taylor?
Yeah, Troy Taylor. Because this machine used to belong to Tony Taylor.
Yeah. One fucking drive.
How's it looking?
That light's in the way up there. It needs to be cut a bit more.
Put it up again then. Why you took the light off then? That one, why we took that off?
What?
Yeah, we shouldn't have. Now we've got to try and screw that back. Now you've made the job twice as worse. Yeah, good point.
Get over it, sorry. Otherwise,
Fuck me, when I was with Henry on the Ark in the Walter, I used to get 50 quid a week.
yeah, that day's long gone, my son.
Yeah, I know. Back in the 80s.
I've put that fucking thing down to doing that drill and I've lost it.
You'll be lucky if you get 20 quid a week now, most fucking people. Well, they wouldn't pay me too bad when I was up with them massive.
You looking for the drill bit?
Yeah.
Did you leave it in the belly box when you drilled it?
Not the screw, the thing for them bolts.
Alright,
The long thing like that where you go in and the nut sits in it.
Oh, right. No, I haven't seen that.
I took it out. At the end of that today then.
What do you need? 8 no X-Tags?
Yeah, you got one?
Yeah, I do that.
Take one with you if you want. What's up with that light then?
It's in the range, okay.
Right, I'll have to let it down.
I've got one in the car.
What? That's it. We got to try and undo it as well.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
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 Well, cutting desk. You need one.
What?
Cutting desk.
No, I got no thing to undo it.
No.
No.
Yeah, it needs to come down across here now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just press on that.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Right, who's that one?
I thought not, didn't know.
No, that's off the thing. No, it's got to have a socket head on it.
Yeah, you know the ones I'll give you, Andy?
Yep. Just go this end. There you go, Jay. Well done, sir. I'll put it in my pocket.
Yeah, I think mine's at home.
It sits in that gully. Not over it, in it. That's it. Right, I've got to cut it again. I've got to cut it again. Fucking crap. Oh, sorry. Just bring it close to this bar. No. That one.
You got the track?
No, because we'll cut that, not that. Just hold it there. Just let that slide in there, look.
Well, slide it down, Anne. That's it.
I've got to go that way because you can cut up any.
See, so we've got to do another inch on that one. Well, you slide it down that way. Go on, keep going. Go on. Whoa.
Hold tight.
I've got a small socket set, I'll make up an 8 mil.
Exact yard, isn't it?
No, you're alright, I'm not looking at that.
What's unusual?
Cheeky fucker.
Start this end down. Come on. Well, it's no good. Run out of battery. I knew it was too good to be true. But I'll have to get off here early for now to do that. Just got that on. Always the way, but that looks 100%. What's that song screwed about a bit? That look alright, wasn't it?
Yeah, it looks better than what it did, doesn't it?
Yeah. Right, we're just finishing the truck off. We haven't done a lot. as normal, we're not prepared properly. I thought I had it all, and then we're just repairing the top of the truck. Repair the top of the truck, and then we'll put all the packing away what's left there. Tomorrow, we'll be up here tomorrow morning, because I don't know what time the man's coming till he lets me know, because my phone is no internet on my phone, so that's on my computer at home, and that's it. But we're getting there. If matey comes, he's happy with it. This is a cheap ride. It stands me in. We was working it out last night, and I think I forgot a few things. This ride stands me in 61,000. So I'm losing half of that, but it's like doing an old car up. You do an old car, and you'll never get your money back. But it's going to a good home. I can't get to it for 6 months. It's just going to get worse. Clops is all on it, so we'll hopefully bring you back tomorrow. Hopefully the man will let us film him to keep you all up to date. So it's more talking than work. But we've got the back panel cut now. It's a bit of a dinosaur, but it looks good. We just got to screw it and bolt it tomorrow, so it can't come off. And that's where we are. Tomorrow we'll have all the packing in. We'll take some of the cloths off the ride. And then that man's going to hopefully come here and say yes or no. So you know what's going on as well as me. Because of me band now, I'm knackered. Because of me work, I'm absolutely knackered. Because now I don't earn nothing now. The people who drive me are earning all the money because they're so dear. One man's 150 quid a day. So that's where we are. Cheers, thank you.
Well guys, that's the end of this video, I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm home now. I've just dropped the two other lads home, Scotty home. Mr. Storyteller, or should I say. I'm here eating my dinner. I've got chicken soup with bread again, dunked into it. So I've got the part for my car. So a friend of mine's going to fit it, because where the throttle body clamps onto the manifold on the top, yeah, it's clogged up to hell with oil. So instead of taking it off and cleaning it all out, putting another one on, I've just bought another one. So that other one we can put back on, but before we put it back on, he's going to do my injector, get the injector out, clean it all up, yeah, put a new washer back on, stick that in and set the cover back on, and that's it. And then I can come home and then I can show you what it's like when I clean it all out and all that. So, and then I don't know whether to sell it or keep it for a spare in case it happens again. So I can just swap them over each time, man, can I? Yeah. Well, so anyway, so I'm supposed to pick Scotty up 7:30 tomorrow morning. Go up before it, put the panels on the pay box, tidy up, do a few bits and pieces, but he's just had a message from the guy who's coming down to look at it. He's not coming down. He can't get the finance to buy it, so it's back up for sale. Well, Scotty's a bit gutted really, but I can't blame him. But anyway, so I'm going to pick him up about 10 o'clock tomorrow. I'll pick Andy up at 9:30. Yeah. We don't know where Andy's lunchbox is. We went down there and he wasn't there. Excuse me. And Scotty's tried to ring him, but his but his phone's turned off, so we don't know where he is. So we don't know if he'll be down there tomorrow now either. So that's it for this one, guys. If you like your son, you know what to do. All the usual stuff for me, please. Yeah. If you don't want to subscribe to my channel, just give me a comment or a thumbs up. you know, yeah, that'll do me. If you want to subscribe to your... Right, well, I've got to go because I've got to upload it now, edit it and upload it and... Oh, God, so much stuff I've got to do now. I've got to empty my car now. I'm going to go up later on when my wife comes home, empty the car so we can get all the panels, go up before it, get all the panels in my car and take them up to the speedway up the yard. So that's the thing we got to do tomorrow. So guys, I'll see you tomorrow and I hope you have a good day.